my marketing team forced me to create this video on what is a VoIP number under the pretext that, if I were creating videos for emitter, I'll become famous. And I thought that's not too bad a trade. So here I am talking about what is a VoIP number. My name is Anmol. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Emitter. We are a texting and a VoIP platform, but that's something for later. Today I'm here to talk about what's a VoIP number and compare it to what's a landline number. In simple terms, a landline number is a traditional phone line that, where you have a hardware device, a landline, and a VoIP number is an internet number. But the end user really doesn't see any difference. For them, a landline number or a VoIP number remains the same. Really, the differences are for a business, the advantages are for a business. So let's talk a little bit about what are the differences between a landline number and a voice over IP or a VoIP number as it is called. A VoIP number is a number that works off the internet. It is not tied to a location or to a device, like in case of a landline number, which is tied to a specific location. You can't use that number somewhere else. If you're in, let's say, Manhattan in New York, you can't use that landline number in Queens in New York, right? So it is tied to a location, to a specific device, which is also what makes landline numbers very limiting. Because it is tied to a location and to a device, it cannot be taken anywhere else, right? So it's limiting. At the same time, it offers limited options for call routing, call transfers, so on and so forth. Whereas a VoIP device, it offers you a lot of options for call routing and for call transfers, which is what makes it a lot more better as far as customer experience goes. And at the same time, it does not tie your team to a single location, right? Your team can pick up the phone and take or answer calls from anywhere else. Let's take a simple example. Let's say you have Rob as part of your sales team, and you want Rob to be able to answer sales calls from home while he's on the way to office and also from the office. If you were using a traditional landline number, you'll probably have to provide him a different device for his home, which is the home office or home phone. You'll have to provide him a mobile phone, which he'll have to use while he's on the way, and then you have an office phone, right, while he's in the office. Whereas with a VoIP number, you just have to provide him with a single device, which could be a simple mobile phone. That could be used while he's in transit on the way to office, in office, or also could be used while he's at home, right? So it just makes it a lot more easier. It's a lot more scalable. Those are primarily the differences between a landline number and a VoIP number. Now that you understand what is a VoIP number, let's also talk a little bit about the type of VoIP numbers. There are largely three types of VoIP numbers, right? One is a local VoIP number, which is also known as a 10-digit number. The other one is a toll-free number. And the third one is a vanity number. So what's the difference between toll-free, local, and a vanity number? Let's understand with a simple example, right? A local number is a 10-digit number, standard numbers that you have with your mobile phone or in your office. It's always suggested that if you are a multi-location business, let's say you have an office in Manhattan, you have an office in Queens, the advantage of a VoIP system is that you can have different local numbers, right? Let's imagine that you were to call a lead in New York and you had a San Antonio number, 210 number, right? The lead probably will not pick up the phone because they know this is not a local number. So with VoIP, you can have multiple local numbers without needing multiple devices right from a single location. A toll-free number is a 1-800 number, and a vanity number is something like 800 flowers or something where you can have your business name as well. It's super helpful because it drives a lot of brand recall in case of a vanity number. And it is also easier to remember. It's easier to remember 800 flowers compared to, let's say, 800 followed by a few digits. Now, for all of this to happen and for you to have a VoIP number, you need to buy VoIP numbers, and VoIP numbers are available with VoIP providers. That's exactly where Emitter comes in, and we are a VoIP provider. Interestingly enough, in 2024, Capterra and a lot of review sites rated Emitter as the #1 VoIP provider in the United States. We don't just provide calling in the United States, but we also provide international calling, which makes it super cheap because now you do not need to basically do this through landlines and through traditional methods. VoIP is extremely cost efficient. So reach out to us in comments or let us know if you have any questions about VoIP, and we'll be happy to help. Watch out for more videos from us. Thanks.